I am not reading all of this at all. I refuse to acknowledge any of this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read the small bit right here. Basically, their house is located midpoint between the mall and the metropolis, within the subdivision at Humble 14 Brunchville Lane, Quickville, Virginia, 02024, 1982. Thank God I took the computer-aided, drafted, and designed CADD classes to make these accurate measurements. Well, kudos to you. You took those classes and we see how well they fucking worked out, right? Wonderful. So we got to the next page with Sonichu's disturbing the tone ass. Right there in front of us in the first panel. Well, sweet bolt, we're both nice and clean. You ready to get dirty again? Please don't do this to me, Chris. You bet your sweet bye, girl. Good thing we stopped for a pack of condoms. It's too bad the regular size ones break easily. On my 7-incher, it's like size 5 or less to measure those whips. That's kinda fascinating. Well, maybe the double extra link will stay stronger and longer on your healthy girth. Okay, let's kind of get into this right now. If these characters are supposed to be Sonic the Hedgehog kind of like characters, which means they're at least around 5 inches, wouldn't a 7-incher be kind of a little too big for a Sonichu character? Or like, you know how Sonic characters aren't really that tall, they're at least around 5'4", which is Sonichu's height, but Sonic's height is around 3'3", so a 7-incher probably shouldn't be all that realistic for Sonichu characters, but what do I know, right? Well, I'm itching for a little missionary cowgirl. You think you can handle it? That's not an actual sexual position, Chris. But okay, alright, say what you want. I think I can hotshot. Insert. Okay, nope, not dignifying that sexual innuendo. Let us pause for a moment to zoom. I don't think I want to pause for a moment to zoom in on how they have sexual intercourse, as well as their parts work for our electric hedgehogs. I hope you're ready, because I'm not skipping any of this shit. So, I'm glad I've got the censored version of this. So, pretty much everything is gonna have little weird pictures on it. I'd like to thank the Quickie for, displaying me with this, because I don't want to go through the effort of fucking editing any of this shit. So, they start off by, simple foreplay, kissing, and Sonichu just gains weight, apparently, and Sonichu just kind of goes down on her. Come on, big man, defy your gravity. What? Did you just fucking say, I don't know what's going on here? I'm guessing that we're supposed to be inside of Sonichu's vagina or something. It's not fucking clear what's going on. And they begin 60-90. And Sonichu just does some things here with Sonichu. I'm glad it's censored, but I do know what's going on in the actual fucking images in that set. Apparently, she's supposed to be, having an orgasm, a female orgasm, or what they call squirting, but it doesn't happen around the vagina, so it just looks like water. It's just like, she just has a lot of moisture around her vagina. Either that or Sonichu's just kind of sucking in her soul from her vagina. And they continue 69 and she's sucking his dick, and we have a fucking bizarre, one of the examples of how Chris does not go back to retake any of his images. So, in this image, in the third panel down, it says they've done this many times. I'm sure they have. But that's not the bizarre thing about this. Her left leg is just complete out of proportion, like nearly the size of the rest of what her body should be. and it seems like Chris started drawing it from the right to left, but he screwed up the proportions, so he basically had to wing it and make this ugly looking hump right here in the middle of everything, but it just looks wrong. They begin to do missionary, and she just kind of trades. This shit is happening so disconnected. It's as disconnected as Chris's fight scenes. And she begins to blow him, and they begin to do more things, probably anal, and she begins to do, you know, cowgirl position, and they finally orgasm, and now I'm just gonna go ahead. So now we get the fucking title card to the actual episode. Episode 17, Rage Against the Garbage. Sonichu, Roger Master, we don't need to know exactly where they are, because we know where they are. Good morning to fucking kill yourself, Chris. I don't mean that. It's just fuck that whole too cute, too bold. Nuh-uh. No, you don't get to make things like that. I'm yanking your privileges to make lovey-dovey sweet talk, okay? Taking that shit away from you. Give me it. Last night was awesome. I had a dream that we double dated with Bionic and Magaji. How'd you like to sing? Fucking what, mate? Coolly cuddling, Sonichu. I was just checking out this webpage. Why am I reading this like Jamster? I was just checking out this webpage Kelly told me about yesterday, and it seriously drags Chris's and our names through major muck. I love how Chris has to, like, throw himself first into this. He's gonna use these two characters as a catalyst against, you know, internet trolls. So even if Chris is just not here physically, he's going to be here, because Sonichu, I think I made this point, Sonichu has always been Chris's mouthpiece. So anyways, we continue. What? Really? Heck yeah. Take a look at it. Wow. This is some major 4-cent garbage.com. Yes, but it gets worse beyond text. What? When was that photo taken? Did someone sneak through our neighborhood, watch and intrude our house, just to put it in a camera here to take peep shots of you and me? Not only that, but Bubbles and Black Chew. And since when did Angelica did that? When did Sawil sell herself out? When did Christian and Megan? Sonichu, those are hand drawings, not photographs. Oh, but still, they look so lifelike. What Sonichu is talking about is Rule 34 of Chris's own volition. You see, this is around the time where it got really, really, really deep into the Encyclopedia Dramatica arc, where Chris pretty much took it upon himself to try to rewrite all the supposed lies and slanders of the Encyclopedia Dramatica pages. But in actuality, Encyclopedia Dramatica is an entire parody site. It's not to be taken seriously. Why would you take it seriously? Well, since this is Chris's life, and Chris himself takes himself so fucking seriously that he automatically thinks that anything and everybody is against him, he took it upon himself to draw Rule 34 of his own volition of people that he knew. That's why Sly Real Ryam, aka Mary Lee Walsh, and Megan are here, because these are actual images that Chris drew of his own characters in his own comic that were real people in real life. So what Rosachu outright destroys the fourth wall by saying those are hand drawings, not photographs, and Sonichu just blatantly says what Chris himself is thinking and not the audience. Oh, but they look so lifelike, as if Chris's entire comic of Sonichu exists in some sort of cosmic realm that's like it's a piece of real life but not actually. So it actually speaks to Chris's, you know, discordant views of the world, to where he can't distinguish reality from fiction. So we continue with them saying, and this, not my distress, distaste, is the apex of the page. And Sonichu just fucking vomits all over the fucking floor. Why would you? You've already established that these aren't actual photographs but drawings, and they're not real. So why would you be that fucking overdramatic? And Sonichu thinks to herself, I almost feel like crying that game as well. But thank God for blessing me with a healthy set of woman parts. How dare they betray me otherwise, those fucking monsters. And fucking Sonichu just throws up all over everything. Curse every last idiot behind this page. I can't believe those those monsters. The last time I checked, you were an all-true, full-fledged woman who were the main woman in this month's Hokey Boy magazine. If the centerfolds in the magazine do not prove that you are all women, then you'd have to go down there and prove it to them. Yeah, that's amazing logic, Sonichu. Like ultra amazing logic. Sonichu says, prove that the nudes are fake by taking more nudes. You know, just throw gasoline on a fucking fire, why don't you? Go right ahead. It's not gonna, you know, do anything catastrophic or anything. It's just gonna make the fire bigger. That's what we want, right? But let me just speak to this real quick. This entire arc was just because Chris saw something he didn't like. Apparently someone kind of edited in some dicks on one of his own, by the way, Sonichu images, and Chris didn't fucking like that, so he took to the internet and drew his own nudes, as evidenced by what we're about to see. Sonichu's still fucking vomiting. Oh my god, Sonichu. Oh, my sweet boy. He's been like this for a while, you know. Like, you just kind of went on an entire ego trip of your own while he was back there throwing up his intestines. You got stressed out from the shock. I'm sorry. Here, rest your weary head and recover your strength. He just fucking threw up on the ground. Just drink some water. Get some Pepto-Bismol. You're fine. Well, we'll go to their main building together later and try to reason with them. That's gonna turn out great, by the way. Lousy dickhead idiots. If they think they can get away with putting a strap on over my glorious pussy, their behinds are gonna get spanked hard. I'll start with replacing their slanderous mockeries with an equal number of my own self-centered folds. Fucking hell. So she takes nudes of her own volition, complete with Chris outright failing to trace other Rule 34 images of his own. If you fail at tracing images, you are a horrible artist. But this is Christian, so, you know, skipping through all of that. 30 minutes later, shoot, about 10 or more of those dang images than there were earlier. I should ask Bubbles, and don't fucking do that. Don't drag them into it. I should ask Bubbles and Angelica for their assistance. One of them's basically a fucking nun, okay? That's really discordant, Chris. So I'm gonna cut this off here. We go at 1:45 p.m. that afternoon in front of the 4-cent garbage building in Clarksville, Tennessee. It has 72 fucking floors on it. And we're here with Sonichu, Sonichu, and surprisingly wild Sonichu. Why is he here? Oh, you're gonna find out next time.